So back when our kids were young, my wife and I would teach Sunday school at church often, and every so often we had lessons about the law. And for kids at elementary school age, it was basically the Ten Commandments, right? And so we'd ask them, like, what are the Ten Commandments for? Why did God give us the Ten Commandments or the law? And how do you answer that question when you think about it? We may give theological answers, but I think practically a lot of us at sometimes in our lives, if not all the time, answer it by saying, well, they're there for me to earn God's love. I got to obey those things. I've got to do those things, and then God can love me. And the reality is that's really hard. And it's not why God gave us the law. And Jesus gives us a hint of that in the Sermon on the Mount, right? He says, it is written, you shall not commit murder, one of the commandments. And he says, but I tell you, if you hate someone, you've already murdered them. The same as another one. He says, you should not commit adultery. But if you've lusted after someone, you've already committed adultery. And we turn around and go, hold on, wait a minute. How do we keep these then? How do we do that? And he's like, that's the point. You can't do it on your own, and you need me. And so what we used to tell the kids in Sunday school was, what are the Ten Commandments for? To show us our need for Jesus. And we used to have our kids repeat that all the time. It's a mirror. It's a mirror into our lives to say, look, you cannot fulfill this on your own strength, and God never expected you to be able to. And you can work tirelessly trying to do it, but you'll never get there. And you'll probably get discouraged and even want to give up and just really, this whole thing's ridiculous. Why am I doing this? But be encouraged, friends. God sent Jesus, who was perfect in our place, because he knew we couldn't be perfect. He was perfect for us, and we get his righteousness because of that. And so in God's grace and mercy, he sees us with Christ's righteousness and with his perfectness. And that's what we need. That's how we meet the laws, through Jesus, not through striving and working on our own. So yeah, there's a lot more theology behind that. You could dig a lot deeper, not in a 3-minute TikTok video. But I just wanted to remind you that all of your striving is not going to get you there. You can't earn God's love, and you don't have to, because he's already given it to you. Just accept his love, and he freely gives it to you. Be encouraged, friends, and live with grace.